Women's cycles are often pinpointed as the cause of mood swings and even relationship friction. But what if understanding and even embracing the natural rhythm of a woman's cycle can foster a new level of empathy, support, and even stronger relationships? Our next guest is the founder of an app and podcast called The Agenda. Let's welcome Alex Cobblefrakes. Good to have you, Alex.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
We're excited that you're here. So how can viewing a woman's cycle as a source of strength and insight fundamentally change the way that a couple connects?
It changes everything when we remember that men are like the sun. Their hormones complete every 24 hours. That's why they can get up and do the same thing consistently over and over again. Women and menstruators, our hormones make us like the moon. So it takes us 28-ish days for our hormonal cycle to complete. So when men and women start to understand this, men can have that constant energy. Women are in flow, and the two things work together to really make this beautiful harmony in the home. But if we don't talk about it, we have a lot of friction.
Absolutely. So what does it look like in practice for partners to actually use this knowledge to build a foundation of truly intuitive support for one another?
Absolutely. I love this question. We look at women's phases like the four phases externally, and that's what's happening for us inside. So, our period is a great time for us to be planning and to be internal. Our follicular phase is a great time for us to be doing, to be busy, go out with our family. The ovulation time is our time for manifesting and analyzing. This is a great time to receive what we want. And the luteal phase is a great time for analyzing and organizing, like the fall harvest. So when couples know these four distinct phases are going on, we know we don't have to do everything all the time. We can just do it when it makes the most sense. So my partner knows when to plan an exciting date night versus a quiet night in.
Okay, I love that. That's really good. So the premenstrual phase, or PMS, is often misunderstood. How can couples reframe this time as one of a powerful clarity and honest communication?
Yeah, the luteal phase of our cycle is when our hormones turn inward because our body is trying to protect a potential pregnancy. So when women are turning inward, they'll notice things that haven't been going well in their relationship and may feel more vocal about this. So when we start to understand that this is an intuitive and maybe intentional energy, we can start to work with it rather than feeling pushed around by this phase of our cycle. And when men know that, they know what maybe when to bring different things to their partner versus other times of the month so that they can have maximum success.
Okay, that would help. That would help so much. You also talk about using cycle syncing as a tool in both business and relationships. How does that play out in everyday dating scenarios?
Yeah, because like we were talking about, women truly are four different people throughout the month. And I think we all know this about ourselves. If you've lived with a woman, if you are a woman, we know we're not the same every single day. But that's because we've got these different, distinct, really different personalities and skill sets that we are going to be bringing to our lives and dating. So if a woman is new on the dating scene, I always say make sure you like him through 3 or 4 complete cycles. Make sure you know him when you're PMSing. Make sure you like him when you're in the ovulation phase, and make sure you're hormonally compatible throughout your entire cycle before you get into a long-term committed partnership with
Oh,
somebody. You want to make sure each of your four phases really jive.
okay, that's cool. And what's one small but powerful shift that a couple could make today to create more connection and support throughout the cycle?
Having that common language, understanding that we need both the sun and the moon, that neither one of them is better or worse, but really we need both of these pieces working in harmony. So starting to understand each other, having a shared hormonal language, and using this as the mechanism for planning your lives is really going to add a lot of juiciness and fun to your entire relationship.
Awesome. This was all so fascinating. Thank you so much, Alex, for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And you can actually find out more by heading to theagendaperiod.com.